Sprinkle some of that sage salt on your weekend breakfast and call it Mzansi Insider. Feesmas 4 leader Bonginkosi is still in jail. Why? We go behind the story. It's language wars. Which language trumps the other in hot off social media? Careful what you tweet. Celebrities clap back. And Shimza and Busi show Mzansi Insider love. We're live and it all starts now.
Homie, don't worry, hold up. No gossy goes up in our skin. Dishing out the truth, so start tuning in. Can't legale. Come, social issues, this so easily. Giving you the latest news so instantly. Gender we tighter, keep the channel locked on Mzansi Insider.
I'm a shimmy. Hey. Welcome to it. Starting it nice and easy. Beautiful jam.
That is mine. Love it.
Welcome to it. Just in case you're confused, welcome to it, Mzansi Insider. And on this day, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump, Presidente of America, it's official. He has been inaugurated.
Guys, things are happening. Justin Bieber asked for Wolola from Babe Sotumo
What
to
are we doing
remix
with our lives?
True or False.
What are we doing with our lives?
Anyway, coming
You're
up,
doing with your life.
coming up on today's show, we do speak language wars. It happened on Twitter. It trended. We're going to talk about it in hot off social media.
This one has been trending pretty much from last year right into 2017. Bonginkosi Kanyile still on trial, still in prison, and obviously a lot of people having different emotions about that. But today we go behind the story.
Absolutely, and be careful what you tweet because flames, Baba. We speak about the biggest clapbacks on social media from celebrities.
Yes, my name is Rory. This one is Kat. Together we are.
I am the entertainment blesser. Katleho Mtunzi Sinovasan, the shade giver.
Oh, we're not here for him. It's time for us to check out on the headlines.
2017 starts on a sad note with the passing of legendary jazz giant Tandi Classen. The legend passed this week after a long battle with cancer. Her contribution to the music industry and her works will always be honored. Lala ngoxolo Tandi Classen.
I'm so grateful that I got to see her perform late last year. It was Divas of Kofifi, a beautiful show, brilliant performance. Dorothy Msuka, really, and we bring our thoughts and our prayers are with the family in this time.
Absolutely.
What
Next
a legend.
story. Yeah, what a legend.
Social media went wild this week when an image of a woman in a cage at the back of a bakkie went viral. After it trended, insiders were calling for an investigation. It's alleged that 27-year-old 4-month pregnant Linda Senegal asked 41-year-old Johannes Erasmus for a lift to a nearby clinic. In a leading interview video released on Facebook, Senegal says that she requested to sit in the cage. I don't know, still looks kind of cagey to me.
Vertel die storie dat jy gevra het vir 'n geleentheid dorp toe. Gaan aan met jou eie storie.
Ek het hom gevra by pas met die hike. Toe tot in die dorp, en wat ons in die dorp kwam, toe lei my af by die garage.
Is dit so ver soos wat jy wou kom?
Ja.
So meneer het vir jou die geleentheid gegee. Jy wou nie voor inklim nie, want jy is gewoond agterop ry, julle like mos die wind en goeie. So sê net die regte storie daar.
Ek was die meneer het my gevra, gaat ek moet voorsit, toe sê ek nee, as ware meneer gaat agtersit, want ons is gewoon agterklim.
En toe het julle daarom veilig gekom tot in die dorp, maar hoekom het jy toe agter in die hok geklim in steede om voor in die voertuig te klim?
Ek was zelf omdat het warm is, dus ik was zelf voor mij afklim. Ik ga zelf aan die hokken zitten.
En die meneer het altyd mense wat geleenthede moes gelê daar vanaf dorp toe, so ons dink ons doen 'n goeie werkie. Nou sien ons dis verkeerd, ander mense vryf die hele storie verkeerd om op. So ja, dit nou nie 'n te lang storie wees nie, so sê net Jy waardeer dit elke keer as iemand jou help, want jy is baie ver uit die dorp uit. Dis nie maklik om 'n geleentheid te kry tot in die dorp nie.
Ja.
Ja.
Julle like die wind.
Yeah, not yay.
Julle.
Julle.
Die mense.
Here's my thing, né?
Wat se mense?
Baby girl is a bully because say something about me with my hand on your shoulder. Say it. Say my suit is not slay.
Your suit
You-
is slaying!
You know what I'm saying? It's impossible.
Yeah, and she spoke half the time, like telling her what to say. Look, man, everybody can have their opinions on this one. I'm just saying nobody in their right mind is going to choose. And if it really was that hot, you can open the window and not burn from the sun.
And you can also not sit in the cage.
Because
as
you
a
know,
human.
Bucky's have that little part where the wheel is where you can sit and hold on to the cage.
that's a straight
Anyway,
lie.
we're too emotional with this one. Next one.
The Department of Education and the Road Traffic Infringement Agency have announced a partnership to introduce extended driving lessons into high schools. The Transport Minister Dipuo Peters made an announcement at the Soshanguve East Secondary School. The minister announced that there would be a provision of driving simulators during the 2017-2018 financial year. The partnership aims to groom future drivers on road safety and reduce future road accidents and fatalities.
SA doing big things.
Yes. I mean, overseas, the legal driving age is 16.
Yeah.
So if we can actually up the ante, I guess our roads could be a safer place.
Up the ante.
Look, heart of social media.
Schoor.
Now, we see it all the time on social media, mostly with celebrities. They tweet something and everybody feels like they're entitled to their own opinion about their tweets. So if you tweet something in your own language, people go as far as saying, tweet it in a language that we understand. And I'm just like, ouch here, what?
The audacity is really, really high. And Ihlile, that's definitely what's happening. And this brings us to the big story of Ruankai Nakajeno. Is there a language war in South Africa? Ever English is our primary language? And are the stereotypes of Ruankai different ethnic groups? So ever get it na? We talk about this, about the language wars. All this happening on Hot of Social Media.
It was a beautiful summer's evening. The summer breeze was blowing and the ice-cold drinks were cooling our bodies. Until Bonang Mateba uploaded a tweet to her nemesis in Setswana. At first, tweets were concerned about who Queen Bee was snubbing. From 0 to 100, no one saw the tribal language war coming. Xhosas and Zulus requested translations. The Sotos offered to sell translation tweets. And then the tour became about which ethnic group was more superior. The Xhosas, the Zulus, Sotos, and Tswanas. But the Vendas and Tsongas were almost forgotten.
We're getting straight into it. Joining us, our language-conscious guest.
Yes.
We have Noxie.
We have Stan
We have Soshani.
and Chantel. Did I say that right? Yeah. Is
I
that
know
everybody?
how do I say the Soshani?
Shonisani.
Shonisani.
Yeah, okay,
There you
language
go.
wars already begin.
They have begun. Welcome
to the show, guys.
Thank you very much.
Now, first things first, let's speak about social media. How much of a hand do we have in what other people tweet? First things first.
A huge
How much
hand,
of
eh?
A huge
your
hand.
business is it?
No, it's none of our business.
Is it?
What other people tweet on their accounts?
Yes.
No.
I feel like there's two
Yeah.
opinions. What's your opinion?
She's just like, nah.
Yeah, I feel like we have a huge hand somehow.
Why?
How?
Social media is just so big, and whatever people put out there, people are just tempted to just tweet and comment and just say something.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it may not even relate to you, it may relate to somebody else, but you just feel that you have to have a hand in just saying something.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, I personally think as soon as you put something out there for the whole world, you allow
Yeah.
everyone to be part of it. So yeah, it's pretty much that.
Cool, guys. So, we're talking about language wars. How did language wars it?
Stan.
Yeah.
Well, actually, there are
Okay.
language wars. Well, because I, for example, now I'm from a township that actually caused the war based on languages, you know, while the Zulu hostel dwellers were against the township Xhosa people, which is just part of the Thokoza history. Thokoza, it's in the East Rand. Yes. So that's when it all happened, you know. And then now, the war actually right now, it's still, in fact, the tension is still there, you know, while if there's a group of Xhosa people and me as a Sotho guy, you know, the humblest one, I still feel, you know, intimidated, you know, I cannot just ball with them or just do whatever I want to do while they're still there, because they also have this Sotho boy. What does he think he's doing? Think he's clever or something, you know? So it gets also physical besides just treat wars.
Let's speak about where it starts in our daily interaction. I think, Shonisani, what language do you speak?
Chivenda.
Chivenda. Uamba Chivenda.
Chivenda.
When somebody greets you, let's say, for instance, Ngesizulu, do you reply, Ga Chivenda?
No, I honestly don't. And this happens to me in Joburg a lot because I'm from Cape Town. So as soon as someone says Unjani, I automatically say Ndiphelele Nkosi Unjani wena.
Why?
I think it's a Cape Town thing because I've always been the minority in Cape Town because everyone's Classen. So I think I'm going to start doing that now.
So when someone says Unjani Uti Nda?
No, for a female, Nda for a male. But yeah, I just reply in Classen actually. It's weird.
I'm going to throw in something here. And I mean, you guys are at home free to agree or disagree with me. But I've come across a lot of Venda speaking people and Shangaan speaking people who will know everyone else's language. And no one in the least bit is interested in learning a little bit of Venda or a little bit of Shangaan. Is this the case? You guys see this happening?
I've noticed. I mean, especially just in general in high schools, you either choose between isiZulu or Afrikaans. And I noticed in my high school, majority of the learners went for isiZulu. And I often laughed at the learners who took Afrikaans because they're like, guys, take Zulu. It's a mother tongue language. Why on earth are you going for Afrikaans? So,
Siswa, ngiyazi ukuthi umZulu. All right? And let's be quite honest. Okay, I'm going to rephrase that. It was already happening in my head. I'm going to say Zulus are a pretty dominant nation. Generally, umuntu omZulu uzokubulisa ngesizulu. For instance, eTexini baba uthini? Awufika eTexini uthi dimela ngibona tatele right taxi no. Sithi sanibona immediately, right? Why do you think Zulus are so dominant?
Honestly, I think, you know, firstly, we've been so exposed to our own language. Because when I grew up from KZN and I spoke isiZulu. And when I came to Joburg, instead of having to adjust, I met people who were adjusting to me. So it happens that we get so content with speaking our own language that we do not try to learn other people's language. I go to Stone. It's just because it's so accessible that it's just...
It's just like, jump on the wagon.
Exactly.
Or stay at home.
So
Suit.
First of all, Khanyani is not even Sesotho. Do you guys feel these are justified? Do you feel that we do have ethnic groups and they bring? Because I can, you know, you mentioned something that happened in Thokoza a while back ago. But I mean, we are growing in a different generation, in a different mindset. Why is this still here? Why are we still, you know, choosing other groups to be the minority or choosing isiZulu because everybody in KZN speaks Zulu, so Joburg, we must just adjust. Why is this still here in our generation?
I think it sources from like a sense of pride. I think that we want to hold on to something that makes us uniquely us. And also, you know, when you're a learner or if you're in a friendship group, it's the shared camaraderie. So I feel like that's why everyone's holding on to their tribe so much. So it's a sense of belonging and pride.
But can we have a sense of belonging without making other people feel like they don't belong? Because it's got to be a fine balance that, okay, cool, we need that as human beings, but you know, as a vendor girl, you're forced to speak isiXhosa and no one is interested in learning, you know what I mean? All we know is and that's because we watch Mubango. Without it, we don't pretty much have to interact with it. You know? Should we have a balance, Dan?
Well, I think it also just, it's based on where we actually come from. You know, we still pride ourselves on exactly like, I am Zulu and these are the tradition. He goes to a mountain, I don't go to a mountain, but our definition of being a man, it's still probably different, but we still want to be man, you see. So we're still pushing that because we were raised and we're from that era of so for it to change right now, it's actually going to be us on our mindset. When you say that I'm going to read a McDonald's menu in Chivenda and that's how you're going to find it, if you can't read it, then sorry, you know. And if that's going to be the case, then it's still going to separate us even more. Because now I'm not going to go to that
Absolutely.
because
so
of
ultimately, what we're saying in essence is that we won't find a common ground.
It's gonna be tough.
Because then we need like 50 menus in Chivenda Sizulu, the whole entire thing.
And I think I want to say is that, you know what, I feel like even when you watch TV, a lot of like African content is in isiZulu. So I think if we also find a common ground without entertainment, it might make a huge
I'm so grateful you said that. Me and Kat had an argument about this. Guys, thank you so much for talking to us. I think that the other question we should ask is, do we even know how to read and write in our languages?
Lesedi, no!
Why Bonginkosi Kanyile is still in jail, and later Shimza and Busiswa. All this and more when we come back.
Keep the channel locked on Mzansi Insider. You know what it is, Mzansi Insider.
For months now, the Fees Must Fall movement has been marked by ongoing court battles on the prosecution of Bonginkosi Kanyile.
This has gone viral, but nonetheless, are you part of the movement? And have you been following the story? If is he still on trial? And what actually the situation is with him right now?
Fees Must Fall leader Bonginkosi Kanyile spent his birthday, New Year's Eve and Christmas Day in jail after being denied bail. He's yet to spend another month in jail after court was postponed on Thursday. Kanyile was arrested last September on the 27th during the Fees Must Fall protest in KZN. He's been charged with public violence, trespassing, possession of a dangerous weapon and inciting violence.
We're going behind the story on Mzansi Insider today. Bonginkosi Kanyile's case is exactly what we're talking about. Joining us is Fees Must Fall leader Ngebo Dlamini.
Yes,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to see you.
Welcome.
Happy 2017.
Thank you very much.
All right, I want to get straight into it because I think a lot of people at home, but you obviously went to prison.
Yes.
How long were you there for?
37 days.
37 days?
Yeah.
How was that?
Well, it's quite an experience.
Yeah.
Jail is nobody's home.
Yeah.
It's not a place that one can pride himself and say, no, I've been to jail and what have you.
Yeah.
It's a terrible place. And mostly that we were not just taken to jail, but to the maximum prison, the most notorious ones. I mean, that's the sad part.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Bonginkosi has been in prison for over 120 days.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, look, we can't lie and try to, you know, massage issues here. There's too much political influence on the charges themselves and what is happening on the universities. There is that they are trying to clamp down and try to silence students. And the sad part is that when you look at the issue of Kanyile, if you look at DUT as an institution, it never banned. There was never any property destruction at DUT. Then you ask yourself, because UKZN is the most university that had cars, buildings and everything, but there's no one arrested there. Then you go to DUT, nothing, no building whatsoever. But Kanyile has been there for over 4 months now. It's sad, but there is a toxic relationship between the university and the courts. And that's where we must begin, because of the influence from the province, from the leadership of the province there, who have influence to the judges. There is no independence of the judicial in KZN, unlike here in Johannesburg. That's why we are outside. In Durban, there is too much political influence from the leadership of the province, because you can't go away from that one when you want to look at the issue of Bonkosi. And the charges themselves across, they're ridiculous.
So, I can see you're getting quite passionate about it, and these allegations that you're making, you guys hold to them quite strongly because you feel that it's more than just what they've stated. I want to ask you this before I go into my next question. The charges you were charged with and Bonginkosi's charges, are they the same?
They're very the same. It's public violence and destruction of property and contravening of a court order.
Yeah.
And they're very much in possession of a dangerous weapon. And then when you say, what are those weapons? They say it's a stone and a stick.
Really?
But when you go to court, they don't have the stone. They also don't have the stick with your fingerprints. Because this is a criminal case. They have to prove beyond reasonable doubt.
Absolutely.
They can't just say, try to smear you. And then that's why I'm saying some of these things, they won't stick in court. And they will owe these young men.
Okay, I want to know this from you, I almost called you Bonginkosi because we're speaking about him. Do you feel that, you know, the Bonginkosi Kanyile situation, and maybe when you were in prison as well, took the attention away from the Fees Must Fall campaign and made it more about the two of you guys? You were released and then Fees Must Fall became a focus again. And now Bonginkosi is still in and that is now the focus.
Yeah. Well, the plan here was to arrest all the leaders of the movement. In Gauteng, I was incarcerated. You go to UCT, you had Maskole, Mlandu, you had Atabile, and then you go to Stellenbosch, you had Jodi. And then you go to UP, you had Amla. Then you go to KZN, then you have Bonkosi. So there was a target of the leaders of the movement. And the problem that they made was to think that the movement has a face. The students are leading themselves. You can eliminate Mcebo, the movement will continue because it's not about an individual. It's about the student themselves and the cause, because the cause is very much genuine and free education will be achieved.
Absolutely. I mean, true to the cause, because ultimately I think the movement is because we want education. And Ubonginkosi uthola distinctions while he's been in prison. What does this mean for his trial? Does it have any form of influence?
Well, look, because this is not a legal problem. This is politics. People are abusing state machinery. People are abusing the courts to push political agendas. I refuse to look at Kanyile as an EFF member. I am an ANC member, but when we protest under the banner of Fees Must Fall, you are not EFF, you are not SASCO. We are students. We are the oppressed. We are the marginalized. So that's why I refuse. But there are those who want to identify you based on your political affiliation. This was a movement and it's black students pushing an agenda. So there's too much political influence. And you know KZN and their politics.
How do we fix this? Like, how do we, what do we do? Because I refuse to believe that this will just continue and everybody will forget about it and we'll move on. What do you think could fix this?
Well, what will happen now is that students are home. And there is that difficulty in terms of mobilization. And I know that students will mobilize themselves come the first week of February when schools are opening. There will be a massive call to the release of Kanyile. We owe it to him because today it's you, tomorrow it's someone else. And we are used to this thing of state machinery being abused. Look at McBride, a comrade and an activist, an MK comrade of the ANC and of the country, a liberator who's being pursued using state machinery. Who were we?
Mcebo, you've been advised by a judge to relook your strategy and your approach to the whole thing. Have you relooked it? Tell me what the plan is now going forward, because I do imagine that the struggle still continues, right?
It has to.
Absolutely.
Well, those were comments in passing. The judgment was already handed. So he was just speaking. You know, it's a take it or leave it. But his advice, you know, it's what we believed in. The movement doesn't condone violence. You know, and the students have never been violent. But students react to violence that is being thrown to them by the police. So we react to violence. The students themselves have never been violent. And at some point, I need South Africans to define violence. I mean, to say, who's violent? Am I violent when I destroy a window? But when they brutalized a black body, it's not violence. It's violence.
Retaliation. Absolutely. I feel you, Mngabo. It's time for us to take a quick ad break. We're out of time.
Up next, Mpoma Boy is ready for the sports and which celebs clap back the best on Twitter in the top 5.
Keep the channel locked on Mzansi Insider. You know what it is, Mzansi Insider.
Welcome back to Mzansi Insider. It is time for us to speak sports, but like this one girl solidifies that it's sports time. The girl who ran to work, Tandi, so she's still in gym mode. Mpoma Boy, how you doing?
That's interesting because she's in gym mode and the sports person is in heels.
No, but that's because we didn't run to work. Levels.
That's a good one, actually. Thank you. Just today? Okay, no, I was just checking.
I'm about to laugh, by the way, because your soul is red.
Moving on to AFCON 2017. Well, all eyes are there out in Gabon, but the South African women's team will also be in action against the number 3 ranked France. This will be in an international friendly as Banyana prepare for the World Cup qualifiers. You've got Amanda Dlamini as well as goalkeeper Monyete Lady, who were called up to replace the injured Nompumelele Nyandeni as well as Roxanne Barker. This match is going to take place tomorrow at the Reunion Islands, and kickoff is at 7 p.m. Unfortunately, we won't be able to watch it, but you know, Reunion Islands out in France. No, I think it's because everyone is looking at AFCON, so you can't not show AFCON games, you know.
Where's Portia Modise?
Portia retired a long time ago. She retired like 2 years ago.
I mean, I run to work and some people just don't know people retired.
Yeah,
you retired from Mzansi Insider. That's why you're always wearing khakis. Next story.
Well, you can check her out on AFCON because she's one of our analysts. So
is she an analyst now?
Is it?
No, upgrade. I didn't know she retired.
That's the only name he crammed. Next story.
Moving right along. Now, speaking of a youngster, Kagiso Rabada, who was one of South Africa's stars in the ICC Under-19 Cricket World Cup 2014 triumph, he stole the bowling limelight when he returned figures of 3 for 44 and 2 for 50. And for this performance, he has earned a rise of 3 places in the latest ICC rankings, which has put him in 5th position for test bowlers, meaning that he is now South Africa's top-ranked test bowler, and this is ahead of Dale Steyn. So at the age of 25,
he's a big deal, yo.
He's doing very well.
That's
for himself.
amazing.
Yo, can we be friends?
You wanna?
Yo, can we be friends, DJ?
Stay away from people like him who just want to be friends with you because you're right.
He doesn't run.
I'm Mtunzi, tag. Mtunzi.
Number one.
As long as you're not going to pull this poor child down, yabo? He's going to the top. He needs people who are going to the top with him.
I only lift people up. You can see, look at you guys. I gave you like some shine. You guys look like HD right now. You HD on SAPC1. What?
Anyway, someone who's having quite an HD life or about to have quite an HD life is Tama Jeffrey Nkonyana. He's about to collect the biggest check of his 32-year-long career after helping England's Graham Storm to victory in the BMW SA Open at a packed and thrilled Glendower last week Sunday. Now, Storm won 2.3 million rand, and Nkonyana stands to pocket 10% of that money for helping him caddy to a win.
Really?
Whoa.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Then I don't mind
helping
being
him
a
do
caddy.
what?
Caddy.
That's all he did.
Shredding that back.
Well, let's put things into perspective. When you are a renowned caddy, you don't just carry the clubs.
Yeah.
You also assist in terms of picking the right club for whatever,
I thought you were going to say you're going to run and pick up the balls.
No. You literally are almost like the mentor as well on the greens. So for that, he's going to get 10% of 2.3 million.
And isn't like Tiger Woods the highest paid caddy was Tiger Woods?
Because you're literally partners on the greens. So
highest sports paid person because Otwara Beke.
Yeah.
Hi guys, we didn't know.
Oh, but Lolo Takadi Beke, no.
No.
No, but she's dressed proper.
Yeah, she's ready to be a caddy. She's a caddy. Carry my drink, baby girl. Caddy right now. Wampa, thank you so much for coming. I did bless you with the drink. You did not touch it.
No,
Show them that you drink.
I drink juice.
Choose. Yeah, I want to imagine you incriminating yourself. Time for us to take a quick ad break. We'll be back with a whole lot more. Mzansi
How much
Insider.
juice do you have?
We'll be back.
After the break, it's finally time for Special Somebody. Get ready for Shimza and Busiswa.
Keep the channel locked on Mzansi Insider.
Welcome back on Mzansi Insider. Reshaina di glasi homonati hayemuna. Right now it's time for us to head over to our top 5. Can you clap back? But we will have
The clap back. Okay, well, now we're going to see the tweets from celebrities who've clapped back to people on social media.
Here's
the first one. Now, this is from Sturgy T.
It's Sturgy.
Sturgy,
yeah.
Just do me from the volume, quite frankly. So mdala for a name change.
So he says, nice. Frankly, I would be more impressed if you were sitting next to a South African amateur player. But go ahead, Pops. And then our honorable.
Figilemba Weezy says, Unkubani, why has Twitter verified you? Utumengantonina.
Do
you see? Even Figilemba doesn't know Stogie.
Stogie. Next one.
Okay, here's one that I absolutely love. This one is from Dineo Ranaka to Ntsigi Mazwai. She's saying, at Ntsigi Mazwai, oh Ntsigi, even my baby daddy count is tired news, dear. Be original, like me. My ovaries are more talented than your poetry.
Hawema.
So like within her womb, there is more talent than Ntsigi has ever put onto a paper.
And a pen and a paper to
We can become correct, I will clap back.
And that's the next one. All right, hi. Okay, at Stella Stimela.
Wait, sorry, disclaimer. This is old, so it's a throwback.
All right, hi, Bonang _M. I noticed you're always silent in the shade at Pearl Tusi, consistently throws at you. And then the Queen Bee in all her glory says, at Ella Stimela, at Pearl Tusi, that's like an old pair of leather shoes that I don't even know where I bought. So tired. Time for 4 new ones.
Time for new ones.
No, I'm ad lib.
For 4 new ones.
Yeah.
Like 4 maslas. And then we have another one here. Roll it. This one is from Euphonic, right? Ushaba says, why is Euphonic so angry on Twitter? So Euphonic decides to say, which app do you have that can read people's emotions? How you see me is a reflection of how you see yourself, bruv. You need a hug. I think he lost it at the hug part.
Hug me.
Okay, next.
Hug me.
Hey, this is AKA. Now let me give you some context.
Okay.
This is when he went on the vacation with Bonang to paradise.
Come with me.
And then he spoke about buying some things. So Utebucho says, at AKA and at...
I'll have none.
Yes.
Well, since you did, Sleepy Sikai Bowser.
And then AKA says, don't worry. You'll see it on my body. Is it the slip or the stuff that you bought, boy? Hey, we don't want to see nothing on you. Okay, and then he says, then you can Google the prices. Even better, maybe the blogs or papers will do it for you. Okay, those are our top 5s. In more important news, we have a very special somebody, and I've really cleaned this glass very well. So roll this thing. It's time for DJ Shimza. Welcome. We love how you like to walk. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is DJ Shimza, the DJ Shimza. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Look, let me give you a drink and show you how we do this. I am the Mzansi Insider blesser. I know on a normal day you probably a mureki because you ballin'.
Nah, I don't bother.
Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for hanging
man.
out with us.
Yeah.
Let's talk. You've been in the game for quite a while and you've done so well for yourself.
Okay.
I'm
still working hard, man.
Yeah? Plans for 2017, what are you looking forward to? Are you hitting us with something?
I'm planning on like just doing a lot of international work, Ketomile last year, you know,
Okay.
I like broke into a lot of markets, like in Europe, Paris, all of those. And then late last year, I debuted in Spain.
Nice.
You know, which is one of the markets that I really wanna solidify. You know.
Yeah.
But this year, man, I just wanna go in hard. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, summer starts like in April, May, that side. So I think I'm gonna just go that side. try and hustle. The thing is, like, I've done so much in SA, you know, and I feel like for my growth, I need to try and make sure that I like really hit hard in that international space, you know, and I think that's where I can make some sense, you know.
Now, out of all of the things that you do, I know one thing that's really close to your heart is the one-man show. You've actually been to this show to speak about your initiative.
Yeah,
but
that was
we
the
were,
last
we
time
were
I
like, not HD yet. Yeah, we stopped lying. But not HD, sorry.
Yeah.
It looks like it though.
Let's speak about that. And I mean, obviously, charity means quite a lot to you, right?
Yeah.
Let's speak about how important it is to you and why it is important.
You know, I'm from Tembisa, you know, that's where I was born, you know, and I know a lot of things that happen around me. You know, we always go out to parties and stuff, but we all get there happy and we don't know like what people, how get crushers.
This is what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, Mzansi joins Shimza, and that's simply because you guys have a song out together right now, right?
Yeah, it's the charity case.
It was charity.
Oh, is this the charity?
Oh, is this the charity case?
Yeah. I'm so grateful. God is good.
Well, welcome, Mzansi. So, do you want to drink? Sorry, I didn't shine a glass for you.
We can share.
Yeah, we'll share his.
quite a
Does
big
it have
glass.
is it?
Yeah. Secret.
Okay.
Oh my word. Okay, let's speak about the single. You guys have a new track out. I love it, by the way.
Yeah. Mina ngizojava namhlanje.
Oh, okay. Let's speak about it.
Well, the song is called DJ Shimza.
Yes.
And we did it, I think, sometime last year, early last year, and then we only released it later on last year. It's doing well in, you know, out in the hoods, you know, in the clubs, it's doing well. So if you go out a lot, you probably know the song already. Yeah. But it's on Shimza's brand new EP, which is out like everywhere, iTunes and stuff. You can download it and
you should like totally make her like your PR person. Like, but did you just hear that? Like, she just gave us everything.
She's more ready for us than we were for her. So, guys, it's official.
Yes.
It's time for us to play a game. And this game is called At the Party.
Okay.
Dim the lights.
Kashimza.
Let's do this. Oh, at the party, Kashimza. So you're in charge. Here's the first question. You're in charge of the guest list at a party.
Yep.
Yeah.
But there are too many people on it, and you have to bounce one. Who do you
Who's
bounce?
it gonna be next in line?
AKA or Paradise Banana.
I'd bounce AKA because he probably comes with like more bouncers than we need, than we have space for. Just a space thing.
So you would bounce Super Mega.
The Classen squad.
Bonang makes it look good, and like she's the life of the party, so we'll keep her.
We'll keep her.
Shimza, who are you bouncing? Hey, I know you're gonna be nice about this
No,
one.
like I'd rather
watch
just
it be
go
nice.
out and just let both of them come in.
Wow!
You'd let
Charity.
I'd just go home.
He would leave the
I'd
party.
leave the party. And so that...
No, but you're in charge of the guest list. You can't leave your work.
No, I'll stay at the door. You know?
Hey, Shimza, you're a better guy than I am. You're a better guy than I am. And then here's one. It says, you are on stage performing, and you notice a 100 Rand note on stage, right at your feet, but it ain't yours. What do you do? Like, in the thing, you're just like, Slender!
No, listen, this happens to me very often, actually. People throw money, but sometimes... if I see 100 Rand note by coincidence, I will take it. I will announce that I've just found your 100 Rand, whoever you are.
Thank you.
And I'm going with it. You'll be fine. Thank you for the
So
drink.
people throw money at you when you perform?
It happens, hey? I don't know why. I like it, though.
Can I have your life, though?
We like swap. What are you doing on stage?
But you also twerk so much that like you probably just feel tempted to like throw those. Throw it up.
What would you do? What would you do? Like
You'd
you're
probably
there,
find
DJ
the
booth?
owner, grab the mic
I don't
and
wanna
say.
lie. I like money.
Oh, true colors are coming out
Yeah,
now.
dope.
Pocket.
Okay, so at the party, you are seconds away from going onto stage and some idiot spills their red drink all over you that could easily not even be a virgin drink, you know what I'm saying? What do you do? Do you enter the stage as you are, or do you postpone your performance to go and change your outfit? Shimza, we'll start with you.
I mean, I just go on. If it's a, if it was a mistake, you know, you can.
So you're wearing a white shirt and ungolilela.
Yeah, Marak perform shirt, must perform me.
The package.
I'm sure second Twitter, you'll tweet me and I'll do something.
Clap back.
You'll clap back. Clap back. Like, what do you do?
I'd have to change, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I always have an outfit in the car. Like, I always have an extra outfit to performances. But like, yeah, I'd definitely change. I'd even borrow someone's shirt if I don't have. You know what I mean? Like I'll talk to some girls and be like, girls.
You'd make a plan, right? Okay, you're at the party and you hear people speaking about you. Do you ignore them or go get them? Clap back.
I go to them and I'm like, hi guys, how are you? You right? Sharp.
Just to show them I'm better than you. You come and you just like,
sharp, ting your span.
And
my money.
Like, that's like riddled with I heard you.
What would you do?
But I won't say that.
I'd probably ignore them.
Really? If they're in the corner and they're just like, yo, Ubusi is about to Uyalande.
But I guess you do it because people do that. When they see you on TV, they'll talk about you as if you're not there. Like, Joe, kick it again, and I'm Mzansi Insider. And out loud, and you're like, but I'm here. Like, why don't you just say hi?
How are you?
I don't know. I think at the party, yo, me, I'd come for you. It depends if my drink was a virgin or not, though.
But you're coming for people.
If I'm having virgins, then I'm just sitting, just like, no way. But if it's at the party, then I'm just like, no way, it's not.
I don't like fighting. So
you don't like fighting?
Nah.
Yeah, I can't fight, so I'm just...
I don't know. The last time I fought, I was in primary, so I don't know if I can still fight now. In terms of change.
No, you can't fight. Last one that I want to ask you guys, more you, Shimza.
Yeah.
You've got an EP, it's playing, people are listening to you. I guess you are focused on the international market, but for SA, do you have anything like lined up for us, Inyana, like that we can look forward to?
I mean, I do my one-man show like twice now a year.
Oh,
you know,
nice.
I have one in June, end of June, that I do at Zone 6 in Soweto. And then obviously the one in December.
Yeah.
So the one in June, like I try and host like a workshop for young DJs, producers, and people who are interested about what I do, you know. And then during the day we have that workshop, and then later on it's the show, you know. So I try and do my bit here and there, you know. So for me, I can say those are the two main things that I'm looking forward to. Oh, and Ultra next week. Next month. I can't wait for
story
please
of my
put me on the guest list.
Me too, please don't bump me off the guest list.
Can we buy tickets so that we can get paid, guys, please?
Guest list. Okay, it's time for us to take a break, but Shimza, I know you donate school shoes now.
Yeah.
Please donate. Rorisang has been wearing tackies for ages. And like, we just needed to up the game. Ad break.
A performance not to be missed from Shimza and Busi. So I do come back.
Keep the channel locked on Mzansi Insider. You know what it is, Mzansi Insider.
Welcome back, guys. It's officially like the very last segment of the show. And for those who don't know what a segment is, like, so I wanted Busiswa to send shout-outs because it's never happened on the show. So I'm about making history in my life, right?
There she is.
Would you like to send a shout-out?
I really would. I never get to do this.
There you go.
Lusanele, Siamanga, KG! I love you guys. I know you guys are watching. The rest, they're not watching, so I won't shout them out. Shout out to DJ Shimza, yo.
Okay, now you can go stand by for your performance. You see, we make celebrities send shout-outs.
Did you see the KG bit was long? KG!
Well, unfortunately, we are at the end of today's show. Apparently, I am to tell you guys, Uguti, we have a crazy Saturday show in store for you guys.
Yeah.
But you know you can catch the Sunday show coming up tomorrow, right?
10 o'clock right through to 11. It's time for us to say goodbye to you, but we close it off on a bang. Did you hear the bang? There's the bang. Bang it.
Shimza, 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 go be sick, go be sick, go be sick, go be sick. Get back to Shimza. Are you ready, dog? It's all good, man. It's all on ding dong pay. Besipa etem bisebu santa. Kokona lokalisi geta. I'm a son and not DJ. Nibone no heavy K. Oh, don't be your patiga shimza. Wafiga not of tamalenga. Wakika that to you.